Good morning, church family. These are certainly strange and trying times we find ourselves in, aren't they? I think we are living out Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter your chambers and shut your doors behind you. Hide yourself, as it were, for a little moment until the indignation is past. I've noticed that stress is running high. I've heard from many of you that things are a bit difficult at home with everybody spending so much time together. I know Larry and I have sure had to adjust to being in the same house 24/7. It definitely isn't our usual to be so cooped up together. Others of you have said that the isolation is the worst part. Today I would like to offer some tips on how to stay strong during this difficult time. Last November, I had talked about the effects of fear and anxiety on our health. If you don't remember that talk, please go onto the church website under Healthy Hints and re-listen to the November talk on anxiety. But just a quick review of the symptoms of anxiety. Excessive and ongoing worry and tension, an unrealistic view of problems. I especially wanted to focus on the irritability, the headaches, the difficulty concentrating, and the trouble falling or staying asleep. Fear and anxiety can produce all sorts of bad symptoms, but the thing I am most worried about right now is that they decrease our immune function. We all need a strong immune system right now. There is nothing we can do to change the circumstances we find ourselves in, but we can address how we respond, and there's lots we can do to mitigate those circumstances. So what can we do? Well, Annette and I have already shared with you over the past month all sorts of ways to stay healthy, and now is the time to get plenty of exercise, sleep, and fresh air, eat a healthy diet, avoid sugar and processed foods, drink lots of water, and increase your garlic intake. You've heard those several times, but there are other things you can do to decrease your stress, which will allow your immune system to function at top capacity. The first one is increase your time with God. Pray for patience, pray for courage, pray for tolerance. If you aren't regularly praying with someone, I would encourage you to pick a prayer partner. It's great to chat, but praying with another believer is so very powerful. This is a great time, too, to join prayer meeting, either via Zoom or over the phone. What a blessing our recent prayer meetings have been. No one wants it to end. There have been numerous medical studies done that have proven that praying with and for another person decreases stress, worries, and anxiety. And boosting your courage with these prayer times will also help your immune system. Another way to stay healthy is to increase your contact through the phone or computer. Develop some new phone buddies. We have many lovely church members that are experiencing the same thing that you are, and they're very willing to spend time either daily or weekly having a good chat with you. I have been blessed by many lovely talks with our fellow church members that I don't usually get to talk to. I'm praying we will be stronger and more united as a church from this time of trouble. So if you can't think of who to call me and I would be happy to connect you with someone. Next on the list is to make a schedule and write it down. This is critical during this time of uncertainty. Children especially need to have an organized routine. Studies have shown that environmental chaos adversely affects children's mental health and their development. And parental stress can exacerbate the children's reaction to environmental chaos. But it isn't just children who are affected by chaos. It helps us all to cope better when there are things we can count on as normal. So since what we used to have as normal isn't normal anymore, the faster you can make a new normal plan, the happier everyone will be. Along with the schedule, plan a quiet place for everyone. Maybe your place is small, so be creative. You might have to share the same space, but schedule who gets to use it at specific times so that each individual has a spot. Making sure that each person in the household has a place to chill out is critical for lasting peace. I would also recommend having worship together at least once each day. Twice or 3 times is even better. A praying family is a strong family. During this difficult time, Larry and I have started having a short devotional time right after lunch. We are finding it gives us more strength and courage for the rest of the day. Claim God's promises for protection, for peace, for strength to endure. One of my current favorites is Psalm 27:5. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret place of his tabernacle he shall hide me. He shall set me high upon a rock. Besides having worship, I would recommend that you sit down for a family council, either daily or weekly. This is separate from worship time. Family council is a time for all the household members to share freely, but not hurtfully, how things are affecting them. This isn't a come to Jesus meeting, but a time where all can state their needs and collectively make a plan that allows everyone to live life as well as possible. And then, of course, remember the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This can be difficult when you are sure it is the other person that is being annoying and difficult. So pray for God to give you the strength to be kind, even when those around you aren't being kind. And last but not least, adjust your own attitude. With God's help, of course. Negative attitudes and feelings of helplessness and hopelessness can create chronic stress. This upsets the body's hormone balance, it depletes the brain chemicals required for happiness, and damages the immune system. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Proverbs 3:5-8. As usual, I'm praying for everyone's health in our church. But I'm also praying that we will use this difficult time to draw closer to God and to each other. God bless you. Stay well, mentally, physically, and spiritually.